Honorable Chike Okafor, who is the Chairman House Committee on Health, a member of the APC in Imo State, and Mr. Jasper Azwatalam, who is a member of the Board of Trustees of the APC and also the Executive Director of the NSITF, are still with us in the studio. And we're discussing the fallout of the congresses, the APC congresses held in Imo State. Just before we went on break, you were trying to explain particular thought. Please go ahead.
I was trying to explain the fact that the committee members that he talked about,
yes,
I went with them to see the CP. But he made a statement earlier which is not true regarding the guidelines of the process, that the committee members were supposed to report to the governor. They weren't supposed to report to the governor.
No, I didn't say that.
They came,
they said when they went on a courtesy visit.
I didn't say that.
They didn't go on a courtesy
that.
visit.
The
governor went to their hotel for the previous committee members as early as 5 a.m. to adopt them. The governor drove himself and took them to the government house. And so when these ones from Anambra arrived...
So you alleged they were kidnapped?
No, they said so. You can interview them. The governor came to pick them by 5 a.m. to 6 in the morning. And then when the people coming from Anambra came, they came and met us with the state party chairman and the state organizing secretary and all the state ESCOs, which they were supposed to come and see. But in a second thought, when he talked about the CP, we said, okay, these people had no protection, so let's take them to the CP to ask for protection for them. The stakeholders of the party were ready.
Which people were you asking for protection for?
The people that came from Anambra. And I went with them to the CP's office. This was happening around past 10 with some of the other leaders. We got there, the CP was not in the office. And we saw the ACP operation and probably AC SAP. And then the CP called that he is in the government house, that we should come to the government house. That's the CP that had been deployed from Imo State. And I personally said we would not go to the government house, because if we go to the government house, the governor had held the other people hostage. He will hold these people hostage too. And it was at that point that the CP now said, okay, that we should wait that he will come. And the CP came. To cut the whole story short, the CP came and addressed all of us, and we were ready to go to address the stakeholders.
So that was what happened for the ward congresses?
For the ward congresses. But there are some issues I need to
And at that time, he was holding, because those deployed, there are about 305 other committee members that were supervising the ward congresses at the ward. We are already supervising, and elections were ongoing. These people we have here, we are supposed to collect the result at the end of the exercise in the state. So the exercise was going while we were
Thank you. I have here with me a soft copy of the All Progressive Congress guidelines for ward, local government areas and state congresses. And I read this paragraph. Each state and federal capital FCT shall have a committee of 7 persons appointed by the National Working Committee, who must be persons of proven integrity. They will be recruited from outside the state of their assignment, comprising of a chairman, secretary, and 5 other members. They shall be responsible for the conduct of the ward and local government exercise in the state. Responsible. If you go down now, you will see the appointment. I didn't interject when you were talking. I did not interject. You will see the appointment of 3 other members who will now go to the wards. And we have 305 wards in Imo State. Yes. Now, but you can see from the guideline that this 7-man panel is responsible. Is responsible for the conduct of the ward and local government congresses. And now they had come. And now the issues of swapping. The governor is not the secretary, neither is he the chairman of the APC. He is not. So when we got information that they have swapped them, then there was supposed to be a meeting where they will introduce them to us. But they did not do that. Now, I'm glad that he's owning up that he had them. So he brought them, or he had them, and then they had kept them where they wanted to keep them. And then eventually, when we met at the CP's office, everybody was there. I didn't see you there. All the stakeholders were there. We were all there. And from the moment, the issue was, you are going to move to Anambra. Where are the materials you brought for election in Imo? So that the team now that is for Imo will have those materials. Because without the materials, there will be no Congress. Eventually, we spent 4 hours, and then the man said to us there, the organizing secretary, Senator, was there with us. And they were arguing, I don't have it, I have it. The CP said, you're not going to leave for Anambra until you hand over the materials to the team for Imo. That was what kept us in the police station, in the office of the Commissioner of Police, till about 4:35 p.m. Then after about another 1 hour, the CP came and told us that the chairman that was supposed to proceed to Anambra, have now said the materials are in the residence of National Organizing Secretary. And so that he was going to personally take the man to the house of Senator Citizen also to take over the material and hand them over to the team for Imo. All of us left. That was where the governor came in. We all got to the house of Citizen also, and the man said, "Oh, I gave you to one mic." At that point, if you
said Senator Izunaso said that he gave it to one mic.
No, the chairman of the original chairman of the panel that was not supposed to head to Anambra said, "Oh, I didn't leave it here. I left it with one mic in your house." The CP turned around and said, "But you told me that the materials were in Citizen's house, hence I brought you here. Okay, I'm going to take you back to the police station." Because at this point, it was past 6 p.m. Okay. If you didn't have the materials, no Congress held. That is the truth.
Mr. Azuatalam, I want to come in here because, you know, on both of your submissions, there seems to be the absence of a very critical reality playing out in Imo State, which is, of course, that the Imo State Governor, Rochas Okorocha, is on one side of a political division, and on the other side, there's the deputy governor, there's the...
Jasper.
There are many officials, including allegedly the National Organizing Secretary, Osita Izunaso.
Yes.
Now, if that is the case, and we have all of this misinformation, different counter-accusations and accusations, what is your assessment of the role of these political divisions on the conduct of the election? Was there bias from the national leadership?
Thank you very much. I think this is the basis of the whole thing. As much as we have ascertained that the World Congresses has held and the LGA Congresses has held, the basic thing is that there is a political divide in Imo State. And the root of that political divide, which he knew, is that the governor is trying to plant his son as the next governor of Imo State.
His son, not his son-in-law.
His son is his son-in-law, and he has declared to contest for the Senate, and his son has allegedly declared to contest for the House of Rep, and I learned that the other of his son is going to be a member of the House of Assembly. I'm coming. So this has brought this political divide in Imo State, and this is son that we are talking about. Rochas Okorocha has been governor for 8 years. Before Rochas Okorocha, Achikudenwa was governor for 8 years. They came from the same place. And in Imo State, there are 3 zones. And they have had 16. And this his son is from his place. And he's projecting him to become the governor. So everybody in the state is not happy. So that was why when this Congress was going to take place, the governor suspected because he has lost everybody in the party to this his preposition. Let me mention to you that the deputy governor of Imo State, Prince Eze Madumere, is on this side of the divide. Let me mention to you that the only senator elected on the platform of APC, Senator Benjamin Owajumogu, is on this side of the divide. Let me mention to you that a distinguished Senator Ararume, who has come to the party, is on this side of the divide. Let me mention to you that the National Organizing Secretary...
You cannot go ahead and...
These are not... Okay, let's be very clear here. You have mentioned, you've laid it out very clear what the divisions are.
Okay.
Now, to what extent should that influence the conduct of Congresses within the party, though? Because you have admitted here that you brought some members to the state to participate in this process. Now, if that's the case and the divisions are the way they are you not laying out a case for why the party may have moved against the governor of Imo State?
Thank you very much. The reason is simple. I am from Owerri West local government. I am a national leader of the party and an appointee of the president. I didn't buy into the governor's idea of bringing the son-in-law. And the governor knows that if you come to my local government to conduct a fair primary, the people are loyal to me and will listen to me. In the same manner, all these leaders that have left the governor, if you go to their place to conduct, like we conducted the World Congresses and the LGA Congresses, the governor will not have anybody to vote for any of his interests. And that was why he wanted the result sheet. I made it clear. The governor had collected the materials for the election. He paid for the forms. The result sheet were not meant for the governor. They were meant for this 7-man panel to collect at the end of the exercise, after the stakeholders meeting that are held.